Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Stranded Sails, Explorers of the Cursed Islands. And I think we may be getting near the end of the game, guys, despite the fact that we still have some buildings to build. The biggest building project here at camp has definitely been our new ship, and it is almost done. Not only that, we have found, I believe, 2 out of the 3 statues that we need. Like, things are starting to come together for sure. Another fine day. Awesome. As a verb, how do you cath something? I don't know. Hopefully she can answer that. Maybe tonight will be a wretched conclusion.
Ahoy, Wretch! Sven sent you, didn't he? I noticed he's already started calling you Captain. My child, you have shown all of us that you are very capable of being just that. I'll not make you a captain today, but I'll give you something worthy of a captain. Please, Wretch, take my shoulder bag. It has always aided me back in the old days when I was a young adventurer like you. It will allow you to carry more food than you could ever eat. It's the perfect companion for long exploration trips.
Charles's shoulder bag. A robust bag that Charles used on his many adventures. You can now carry an additional food item. Yay. Check on the crew. I don't think we're getting our backpack. That's unfortunate. Let us go ahead and water the crops. Of course, when we check on the crew, it means we go check on our parrot friend. Man, look at all the things we can harvest. Not bad. He was delirious, Bunny. That's all. That's the only thing I can really think of. Just have to try and legitimize it somehow. Alright, get our spices and such. Good to go? Alright. All is well. The whole crew is delirious. Yeah, they've got the sun fever. Alright, crops are watered. Now we make stew. And who liked sugar? You like spice. We'll go ahead and do sugar over here too. Actually, let's do thyme. Potatoes. And Fritz was the one who liked spices. The chef liked ginger. Ah, okay. There we go. We'll see if that works. And eggplant for Dad. I'll still get us to 18, so. And Viola has something new for us. I assume it's another thing that we can actually farm. Or another farming space. And actually, Viola, I guess, is still inside the ship. I don't know why, but... Oh, hey, Vito. How you doing, boss? Viola is not there. I guess we could use the map to try and find her location. Ah. She's over there next to the crafting table. First things first. The parrot is excited. It has a new message from the ancestor. He has located the 3rd and final golden statue. Hey, Raven! You should go and visit him up on his pyramid. Of course. What do you want? Hiya, Wretch. This stew makes me energetic. I think we could use another expansion of our farming grounds. I created another foundation over there.
Libation!
I hope it'll be of use to you.
Everybody!
Aw. Thank you very much, Ashley, for that subscription. Hitting the 6-month mark. Remember, guys, all bits and subs to the channel, as well as ad revenue, goes to help out the kids. So thank you all very, very much. Iron root buttress. One of the most legendary materials said to exist. It's a woodcutter's dream to come across this indestructible wood and be able to test its strength. So I guess we need that to build this expansion. A foundation for a huge farm expansion. So I'll bet you money that if we're getting close to the end of the story of the game, that getting all of those materials, that's what all of those kits are for. That's what I assume. Anyway. Need to open my drink. I've got a Madagascar coconut mango. Not a sponsor. I was just going for the basic coconut, but the mango and coconut is not bad. So time for our lonely trek up the pyramid. Me and Kath were talking about this game earlier. It's very cute, and it's got a lot of charm. It seems like it's kind of in the state like when Minecraft first came out. There's a lot of really cool stuff to it, but a lot of stuff that could be added. I think being able to build your own shack and decorate it along with all the other building projects would be great. Adding some new enemies too would be, make them free roam. Did you buy it from penguins or a zebra? Let's see what happens. Like a helpful crew. Well, maybe the crew could make stuff for your house. You just have to bring them the materials and they'll craft it for you. That could be something. By the way, if we do go ahead and beat the game during this stream, guys, I'm going to be putting up a poll on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube to see what exactly people want me to play next out of a list of things. So please pay attention to that, provided we beat the game this stream. If not, and if we finish it like later this week, we'll post it up on during the weekend. Elite, says Craig. Greetings, Wretch, and welcome to Legends of the Hidden Temple. Hey, J-Studs, how you doing, boss? It is good to see you are still eager to lift this curse that keeps you and your crew captive. As you might expect, I have located the last of the golden statues we need to free you. It is hidden in the most dangerous place you could imagine. The most vicious of all pirate captains to ever wander these isles is guarding it atop the grand volcano that is at the heart of the dangerous island in the northeast. Prepare yourself with all you have, as this will be your final feat. So this is the last quest of the game. The entrance to the place you seek is hidden behind walls of stone, and you have to be able to descend steep cliffs to gain access to the thief's lair. Speak with your blacksmith. She has already come up with a solution for this problem. Good luck, Wretch. Like you did with the ones prior, I expect you to master your ultimate trial. Yay, fast travel. Wretch Cookies Live would eat. Okay, so find Brenda at her shack, and she's going to give us some sort of atrocious thing we have to build. I assume we'll have to utilize maybe that ironwood that we heard about before. I'm scared and a bit apprehensive. But we'll see what happens. Now it's time to butcher the Scottish accent. Good day, Wretch. Do you need a new invention? Alright. Does not sound like you need a groundbreaking one. A simple rope will do. Follow these instructions to craft a climbing rope kit. Just find a solid spot on which you can attach the rope and you're ready to go. Just like before, I recommend to always take a few building kits with you. Good luck while adventuring. Climbing rope kit. Make sure to tie a firm knot. Always have one of these while exploring. And just to show the depths of my laziness, we're going to fast travel just down the hill. You need to save Azeroth! Champion! Good old Magni Bronzebeard. Alright, what do we need for this nonsense? Okay. We just need... Wait a minute, wait. Huh. Well. So the fact that... It's a simple invention. Let's use a brand new type of wood. You cannot delve too deep. No Balrogs there. Well, crap. Well, I guess the question would be, where would we find said mysterious wooden item? I'll bet you it's probably down here at the southern island because we have 2 ladder kits that we could make for it. Could head over there too. Well, here's what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead and craft some food. And what do we have? We've got 1 ladder kit. I'm worried that we may need more. Got everything but the dowels. You know, I've got 1. We're going to go ahead and risk it. And see if that works. Someone's got a keg. This crew's not all bad. They wouldn't let him drink, though, because he's a kid, I would assume. Okay. Explore the island to find the required components. Oh, food? Eh. We're fine. What could go wrong? It's all grape juice. Oh, communion wine. How much food? Actually, now I'm all kinds of curious how much food I have. I think we got place. Room. Yes, that's true. That Captain Kidd did not go over well. Anything under 10 proof, Vito? I like my beers strong. Fantastic chocolate cherry porter. It's a formidable brew. What's the alcohol on it? Okay. Oh, wow. We almost overshot our destination. Helloop. 6.8? Oh, that's not bad at all. That one could creep up on you. Okay, we gotta climb up this way, I believe. 60 proof beer. Ah, okay. I was mistaken. We gotta go, left of the cave entrance. And we are about to lose our walking buff, so we are about to find out fairly quickly how much food we have. Because I decided to be Captain Reckless. Hardwood fragments, I would greatly appreciate some rope. No, I'm streaming at 4500, bunny. Nine shots at 90 proof. Oh, there you are. Okay, can I walk around here? How do we get over there? Do we have to go... I bet it's in the cave. Oh, okay. We'll find a way. We'll find a ladder. Yeah, there is a ladder in the cave, actually. Apparently there's some food that you can craft that'll double your movement speed. I don't want to sit there and play around with recipes. That's my choice, though. Alright. So if I was a ladder... So we got the bridge right there. Metal scraps. Don't really do us any good, but... Go home, bunny. I did get a chuckle out of me, though, so crats. I am home! Did we? It's like Gandalf. I have no memory of this place. Oh, this is where we... Yeah, statue. I remember now. Is this all going to lead just to nonsense? I think it is. Hey. Oh, well. Also, reminding you guys, 23rd, Saturday, 8 a.m. Central, charity stream. Going to be playing games for 24 hours for the kids. I decided that the primary game we're going to be streaming is The Outer Worlds. And then after that, maybe some multiplayer gaming or during. I'm not sure. We'll play it by ear. Yeah, we're just going right back to where we were. Yuck. trying to remember where that ladder point is. How much food we got? Okay, we still got some din din. No, I can't actually use the map in the caves. Or I don't see it in the caves. You could figure you'd be at least able to, like, sketch a map, like, on the back of it. That'd be kind of a cool feature. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and get out of here. Go back to the main chamber. Now, knowing my luck, that ladder point was just beyond here, and I just completely spaced it. And if so, it's alright. Learned a very valuable lesson. I just want to get as many pieces of this wood as we need to kind of wrap things up here. Okay, that was the way out. There's the bridge. We'll head back the other direction. Big bucks, no whammies. Also, another addition to the game that I think would be nice would be actual eatable food. Maybe jerky or something you could find in the chests. So, just in case you're low on food and you've got like... Okay, here it is. I don't get it. It's alright, though. Yeah, even have the ingredients give a little bit of a buff. Something. Anything. We are the most efficient of carpenters. More cane sugar. Part of me doesn't even want to... Oh, this is our last thing of food. Oh, lordy. Okay. Gotta hustle. Let's hope we find the pieces of wood that we need. Oh, we found more cave. I didn't want to find more cave. Attack and the power of Juju? I have not heard that name in a long time. So here's the problem, guys. A lot of the stuff that we need it requires rope, and we cannot find rope without going to some of the other islands, which is a shame. Oh, Lord. Okay. Trees. I need sacred trees to chop down. Where are you, sacred trees? And a lot of metal braces. I'm like even avoiding... Hey, welder, how you doing? Alright, nothing there, unfortunately. We're just gonna return to camp. And very quickly cook a stew. Oh, whoops. Have we ever circumnavigated that island? No, I don't think so. And we'll give her sugar too. Potatoes. You gonna lurk? Alright. Thank you very much. About to hit 19. And... there we go. Oh, Brenda has a present for us. That's nice. Alright. We are going to crash out. Then we're going to farm. We are going to make all the things. Kath, can you do me a favor real quick, since you had looked up previously what foods the people liked? Can you look up one of the foods that provides speed? Like a running buff. Because that would be amazing. Jeez, these spices are so needy. And they take forever to grow. Alright. Now let's go talk to Brenda, see what she's going to offer for us to build. I'm going to reward you by giving you a plot. Not that I couldn't have done this already, but... you've been such a good slave child to us. Wait, who wanted to talk to us? I could have sworn someone did.
Oh.
Whoa. There you go. A designated wretch? Yeah. That's kind of the theme of this series. Alright, let's grab all the foods. And then we will try and cook some speed-based food once we get the recipe, if we do. I assume it has something to do with sugar. You would think like a sugar rush. Why would you need such a nice buttress to build a garden plot? Yeah. It's not sensible. Not at all. Ginger recipes? Okay. It's like I saw a stream where a guy was like moving at a run, so anything like that would be most welcome. And I'm not going to replant the potatoes and onions. Eggplant, onion, pumpkin, ginger. Okay. Well, I take back what I said about no longer wanting to plant the onions. Did I see the new Sonic the Hedgehog trailer? That I did, Crag. That I did. Props to the animators for making Sonic look much, much better. I heard a conspiracy theory that this was all kind of by design, like a publicity stunt, which wouldn't surprise me at all because I'm quite cynical when it comes to that kind of stuff. But yeah, it should be amusing to watch. It's not really Sonic the Hedgehog necessarily. I don't think, but curious to see Jim Carrey play as Robotnik. It's so weird that it's in the real world. I figured that they'd be in Mobius or Morbius or whatever the name of the planet is. Okay. Let's go ahead and fill up on the rest of the stew. And we need to make a... Now we just need to find the slot for it. Eggplant, onion, ginger, pumpkin. Not that one. And we only got 3 pieces of ginger, unfortunately. Aromatic pumpkin soup. Cool. We will cook 3 of those. And the rest will just cook some of our basic stew. Well, I figured it'd be a lot easier on their budget to do it on Earth. The whole road trip thing that he's doing reminds me of Tommy Boy. Alright. We're better. Hey, Juan! Good to see ya. There's a recipe for Krabby Patties. Lord. Okay, well... Now we need to go find rope. Or no, we got plenty. What do we need for the dowels? Yeah, we need little rope strands. Another reason why reverse engineering would be very, very welcome in this game. Oh, is it one of the... It's one of Huey, Dewey, and Louie's voice actors? Well, that's kind of cool. So, we are going to head down to one of the southern isles, guys. If it keeps up like this, this will not be the last stream of the series. But we'll make it work. See, we've got 95% of this place, this place discovered. So I'm not thinking we're gonna find the trees there. I bet you it's gonna be here, right there. So we'll head to the secondary island. Hopefully, find some pieces of rope. Enough to make some kits or such. Yeah, the totem remains just out of Wretch. Thank God. Charlie Bronson's always got a rope. Yeah, I just had the thing of the ribbon. The clown, you know, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. That gives me pause. Alrighty. I am here to loot things. That is why I'm here. Give me all the rope fragments, please and thank you. I don't care about anything else. Keep your grindiness to yourself. You know, like a dock, yeah, would be of any use. Don't need hardwood fragments. Dang it. It's like I don't even want to waste any materials here. The only other place I could think of is that other island. You know what? We're going to go ahead and travel to that one. Means running back to the boat, but I remember that the swamps had tons of boxes that we could loot, especially when it was around where Brenda was located. If I had known that we were starting to get stuff that required like little pieces of rope again, I wouldn't have crafted all those other ones. It's alright though. We'll make it. We always do. Oh. Rosemary's puppy is displeased. The corgi that I lovingly refer to as douche loaf. Live and learn and then be wretched. Yep. That's an amazing dog nickname, yeah. We're having some sort of conversation, and then I just said, I was like, what do you want, douche loaf? And like it stopped the conversation dead. And everyone's like, what did you call her? You complete muppet! Alright, land ho. And we still have our... I'm going to use some of our non-stamina food. Oh, like a Bermuda Triangle thing? The corgi does not actually belong to me. It belongs to the roommates. There's the rope pieces. Oh, good lord. Everyone else's animals in the house brings me a little bit of misery. Though I'm sure that mine do the same to them. So it all evens out, I guess. Loot. More loot places, please. Yes, I am a softie when it comes to the animal folk. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of wildlife. After they all die out or leave, I'm going to have to do a bit of maintenance here on the house. Nothing too serious. Like, they haven't, like, ruined... I mean, the I forgot what those called. The little pieces of wood that are around the door frame kind of thing. I'm going to have to repair those. Other than that, though, there's been no real damage to the house. Other than the occasional hole in the yard that we have to, you know, redig. I'm not getting new furniture for my house until all the cats are gone or passed on. There's no point to it. Allspice powder. There's the rope pieces. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Oh no, that does not stop them, bunny. Believe me. They just believe that I've added things to the salad bar. I've added fresh materials. Alright, so let's head into the cave system here. And we'll see if there's any more rope pieces we can grab. And then I think we should be okay-ish. Because we need at least 2 ladder kits. I've got plenty of metal pieces. Kitty couch salad. Certainly expensive. Rice. One of them was pleather, and Ani's cat has actually torn up a little bit of my dad's old recliner, which I'm not particularly happy about, but apparently Britt says that she can fix it, or at least fix it-ish. The only thing that my entire thing is like, you just better not be doing it when I'm walking to the house, because I'm going to do that cat is going to do its very best impression of a football. I'm going to see how many times I can get it to spiral. And I love cats, but I have a lot of sentimental attachment to that chair. So Z when she's a rogue in D&D, oh man, throwback. I never said I was going to kill it. Oh, hello there, GeForce game driver, ready to install? Oh, you got the same update message at the same time? That is Nicholas. It's a sweet cat. Got tons of personality. It just is a handful. Like, literally multiple handfuls. That is a very fat cat. The grumpy Onyx boy? You mean the black cat? No, the black cat is Zoe. I mean, sweet with tons of personality. Yeah. Good recovery. That was the one that was the really fat cat that we put up on camera during the stream. Alright. I think we've got enough. Let's hope and pray. Who? Oh, okay, Charles actually has something for us. Whoops. Well, that is good to know. And let's see if she likes allspice. I mean, who doesn't? Okay, there's 20. Cool. Stew. And a carrot on the beach. Still very strange to me.
I'm so happy you're joining me on this journey.
Who wants to talk to us then? We've got a heart. Over there, and Brenda... Yeah, Brenda didn't want to talk to us. It's very strange. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Oh... We already talked to him during the day, though, Kath, is the problem. Yeah, we got some fishing stuff. I guess I kind of want to see if there's anyone, like, waving at us, like, hello! Which we'll probably check out here in a sec. In the meantime, we're going to get some of this stuff made, because we need more ladders. Okay, we need dowels. Okay. There we go. We need as many as we can grab. We're going to get 3 ladder kits here. And I think we're in good shape. Because the only place that those dead trees could really be... Well... I'm making an assumption here is the problem. That seems that wooded area right there in the middle of the island looks like that'd probably be... Because there's nothing there. There's just volcano. There's no dead trees. Let's go ahead and get some sleep. And then we'll head back down to the South Island. See what happens. Alright. Got the stuff, good to go. See, he's not waving at us. Nope. What's the component I need? I need this ironwood component. Which reminds me of the Game of Thrones Telltale series. Because ironwood was the thing that everyone in the north wanted from the forest, or was it forester? family. Yep. Well, that ship's almost done. And yeah, we'll just have to go through the swampland as soon as we reach it, because we'll just lose too much stamina going around. And we'll have plenty of rope for some rope kits once we get this ironwood. We just have to figure out where this nonsense is. And we'll keep on opening the boxes as we find them. Mats are mats. Just in case we need more of it. I don't want to get into this situation again. The turtles are afraid. And why wouldn't they be? Zatara. We shall call him Zatara. Sounds fearsome. It means driftwood. Love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies and my mom's favorite movie too. Or one of them. She really liked Count of Monte Cristo and Mask of Zorro. Alright. So, let's see what happens here. Let us hope that we are heading in the right direction. Because the only other place I can think of would be heading back to the Eastern Island, and that's yeah, it's true. Okay, here's our first ladder. That we will build right after. Get more rope. I don't even know what these trees look like. I assume we're just gonna try and find something. Okay, rugged rope. And I know there was another rope area over where we fought the spirit. Or fought the whatever, the ghost pirates. I'm seeing vines. I'm not seeing trees, though. I'm not that worried about it because we do have plenty of food now. Music just stopped. That's ominous. So you suggest Final Fantasy 15? I was actually thinking about Final Fantasy 12. Because they came out with the Zodiac Age on Steam. And a lot of people consider FF12 to be the greatest single-player MMORPG ever made, so I was thinking about checking that out. I had Final Fantasy 12, but I was not able to really play it much. And there's a wooden... Wow, that's convenient. I did not know you could find those in chests, but now we know. And there's another cave. Watch the tree be inside a cave. Put both on the pole. Yeah, I think I can do that. And there is the climbing rope. Let me double check that map and see. The only other thing I can think of is heading back to this island. Because there's no other access point at this place, so... I feel like we're looking for Turtle Rock. Ugh. Okay, oh. Hello. A crudely made statue. Oh, we're back. We are right back at the caves. Where we fought the pirates in the first place. I'm thinking. Yes, indeed. So 88% of the island has been discovered. Wait a minute. Wait. There's something on the map that looked different. It looked like a resource. I think it may be that. It looked like a silver plank, which is exactly what we're looking for. Yeah, that's great. That is stupendous, even. Okay, we're on the other side. How do we get up there? Is the question. Looks like there's another area over here that I may have missed. Because that would make no sense. Like, hey, you need a rope kit to get over to this point to find the item that you use to make rope kits. That's some vanilla Warcraft shenanigans right there. At least the music is soothing. You know, at least we got that. Allspice seeds. Can we please tell me we can go down there? Oh, you are kidding me. Oh. So how do we get over there? Because that doesn't lead anywhere. We've only found 2 types of wood. Okay. Well, I don't see any way for us to head over to that area unless we have to sail around. Yeah, that's spot on, Kath. Which is not my first. This is not my first. Not my first plan, but guess we'll see what happens.
Yes.
Oh, Raven, thank you very much for those 50 bits for the kids. Appreciate that very much so. Okay, and you know what? We're just going to go ahead and save time, believe it or not. Because I don't want to go through that cave system again. And don't care about the rest. You all get carrots, or excuse me, corn and onions, and you like them. Yeah, you still get some sugar though. And you get a pumpkin. Okay, I'll water the plants. I'm on the way. There. Is that better, Kath? Much? Okay. And might as well make a few recovery meals. Okay. We should be good now. We're about to lose our little buff, our walk buff, but we got plenty of food. Onward! And thank God we've got the fast boat. You're always concerned about food sources. I can respect that. Let's go ahead and get the map going. And I guess we'll put the marker right there. And explore the northern coastline and just hope we get lucky. Oh, God. I'm an idiot. So, Now that we have the ladder kits, we can go ahead and travel to the area of the northern island where all the stupid lumber is. I did not even think about that. I thought that we had explored that entire upper area. I completely forgot it. Thanks, Kath. That's some wonderful nutmeg to my depression. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and travel up. And we still do have a ladder kit, which is nice. Trying to remember where. Yeah, just that next plateau. Well, I figured that we would have had, because there were all those areas with rope, and it doesn't seem that there's, or, you know, with the ladder kits, it didn't really seem to me that there was a point to go to those, there needed to be a point to go to those other areas, excuse me. And the ladder is actually over here. Fortunately, we had one of those ladders come out of a chest, so we were able to just go ahead and not waste any of the ones that we had crafted. We've only used one out of the 3, to the best of my knowledge. That's a nice way to say it, Bunny. All right. Here we are. So any of these ancient... would you look at that? Now the question is, can Logan's axe actually... Hey! Iron root chunk. Hallelujah. The real buttress was all the friends we made along the way. These look like the Headless Horseman's tree from Sleepy Hollow. A little bit. Alright, well, we will commence with Operation Chop Down Everything. Whatever you do, don't put a wedding ring on one of the branches. That's a nice shout. Because, no offense, as soon as we get what we need, we are heading straight to that island. And take out said Pirate King or Pirate Ghost King, whatever. Then move on with life. The white bark trees though do look cool. See, it'd be cool if some of the trees actually fought back. So all of a sudden you had to deal with an Ent. I mean, there's a lot of stuff they could add to this game. Chili food increases attack damage. Ooh. Interesting. Ooh, we found the mother lode here. May have to get a chili recipe and just save it for when we fight the ghost. Let's go ahead and check the map here real quick. Good stuff. Good stuff. I do want to explore the rest of this island, though. Way ahead of you? Excellent. See, I've got a good crew that actually offer me things like moral support and stuff. Okay, allspice seeds. What's in here? Oh, this is the area right above. What can we actually fish inside a cave? This is another shortcut. So if we wanted to go back down to the lower layer, we could. That's that cave right below us. All right. Let's see if we fish up Dagon. I'm curious. Oh, wow. A white marlin. Good stuff. How many pieces of wood do we have? We have 20. I think that might be good for what we need. Let us go ahead and travel back. Actually, no. Let's go and chop down one more because 21 will give us 7 planks. I think. Or no, 20... Oh, never mind. You want the singing sea pony? Well, maybe next Christmas. You go ahead and ask Poseidon very nicely. Or your Uncle Neptune. I'm sure he'll get you what you want. Alright. We're calling our shot. Yes, they won't let me impale my foes with their tridents. Alright. This may be the last stew, guys. We'll water all the all the plants. For old time's sake. Think Auntie Aphrodite might put in a good word? Could. Possibly. So Logan's gonna have another... like, shortcut for us, I guarantee it. Alright, stuff with chili pepper. So what do we got, Kath? Do we have anything that we can currently cook, chili-wise? One carrot, one tomato. Okay. That's a piece of corn, Wretch. Carrot, tomato, eggplant, chili flakes. Well, we have come to the right place. Hot carrot eggplant stew. Your fighting skills a boost. For a short time after using it, your attacks will deal more damage. Outstanding. That is just what we need. Okay. So we will water the plants. But foist. There's the rope kit. Have to scrape the windows in the morning. All right, Raven. You stay warm, all right? Use the canoe to reach and explore the island to the northeast. And we are going to make one more kit. Maybe, if we can. Oh. Alright. 3 rope kits. Your kitty will cuddle. That's what cats are the best at. I've gotten so used to waking up and Zoe just snuggled near my head. She's a sweet girl. Okay, last bit of watering for the kids here. Now, we'll go and see what Logan and Brenda want. We'll check one more time. It may be the thing that they're not going to give us anything until we build what we have... oh, never mind.
Wretch. Really enjoying that stew. I've seen you talking to Sven a lot, taking the long route to his shack. I've created a foundation for a simple shortcut you could use.
Thank you. Yeah, see? She doesn't have anything for us. Alright. No worries there, my friend. Pretty soon, we are going to be getting out of here. So, eat some stew. We're going to go ahead and crash out. And we will set sail. Yeah, I think we're pretty good on food. We're full up. We're just going to keep on sleeping until we get that buff again. Little pirate preparedness. And besides, if you're going to fight ghost pirates, you might as well do it during the day. Pirate preparedness prevents piss poor performance. And peg legs. Alrighty. Now, wait. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is going to be a pain. Because we got to sail around. All right, well, no time for dilly-dally. Whoa, wait. Actually, I take that back. Need to go eat some stew. I get that nifty little buff that means my XP lowers less and less. And we're giving her our last piece of sugar. The rest of you get rice. Because it's cheap and easy to make. Okay. There we go. Brenda could be just out of stuff to give us. That is very possible. Where's our... Okay, there it is. I was like, where's our boat? Alright. Yoink! Send away! Avoid our ship. Well, honestly, if we're able to do this in 30 minutes, guys, it ended up not being a short stream. So, gotta look at the... Not only is he a spirit, he has a job! Flee! Yeah, that stew buff is nifty. We already would have had to eat so much. And let's go ahead and create a marker just right here. We can walk the rest of the way. That would have been awesome, Kath, for sure. As I said before, it's a neat little game. If they add more to this, it has the potential to be like a really, really good game. And hopefully they'll add more stuff. They said that they're open to suggestions and such, so... Game needs roller skates. Sea turtles. Rope a couple of sea turtles. Okay, gotta stop for our first. An AT-AT walker, maybe. Yay, ominous music. Letting us know we're getting to the right spot. Imagine if you stayed out in the water for too long, like a kraken or something would get you. That would suck. Oh. All right, land ho. And that is for fishing. Yay. Getting our life up here. Ready for the next battle. Adababa? What are we doing? With the proper application of strength and leverage. Okay, we have got multiple running. Yeah, we got fight, fish. We got 4 more pieces of food, guys. We're in good shape, I think. Wow. You can't handle the attitude. We only heard stories about ships going missing in the middle of the ocean. We believed them enough to hedge our bets and set sail to find the origin of these rumors. Brenda wins the over-engineering award. Absolutely. Good lord. Okay. We are going up the steps, right? Yes, we are. Cannons! I see a book down there. I don't know if we're necessarily going to go get it, but... time for some combat. Strong ghostly aura. We're saving the oomph. Fashionable mustaches on all of these guys, though, I have to say. It's like we're fighting ghostly Captain Crunches. Ow. The Monopoly... oh, yeah, that's a much better shout. You must be the Monopoly guy. Alright, that was 1. I think we need 3 more, or 2 more areas before that portal will drop. Are you serious? We can't... okay. I was about to say. Ginger. I'll tell you what, this was, if this was like the pirate fort, this was a fine fortified position. Caught in a storm, we're stranded on this remote island. It seems that we were not the first, as our shipwreck is not the only one here. This must be what the old yarn was about. Yeah, that's true. Actually, I would have loved to build a fort like this solo. Ah, black pepper seeds. Cool. I don't think we're going to use them, but... I like it. Wretch is going to start hearing voices, singing in the Oompa Loompa song. It's all that sea madness. Yep. Ouch. Okay, this may be a bit of a problem here. Just because of those guys being what they are. Ouchies. There we go. And they both drop ginger root. Oh, no! Okay, he doesn't hit that bad. I was like, ugh. Let's eat some stew. Kind of sat there like, oh god, this is it. We're done. I like the pulse in the background. The dun 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 dun. It's like the Flash Gordon theme. Our dinghy survived the crash. With it, we investigated the group of islands. We found traces of survivors of the other shipwrecks, but they were old and washed out. It's also weird we're getting like the first, second, and third parts of Davenport's journal when we already got like the end of the story. It's weird, that normally doesn't happen in terms of game design. Okay, I want that crate, but it looks like it's covered in the Dalaran shell. Okay, oh, that looks like a fine fortress. More chili flakes. I'm a sucker for all these chests. I know we're not going to be using them. Well, I hope we are not having to use them, but... Chili seeds! Gourmet achievement unlocked. So basically, I bet that means that we can grow anything we want now. We uncovered the fate of the other crews, found their mortal remains, but that was not all that was left of them. At night, we noticed eerie lights dancing in the distance. Here we go. Oh dear. Ouchies. That's what we do. We gotta get the blue guys, like, isolated. Because the other ones, their patterns are very predictable. Ouch. For the most part. Oh, I'm so lucky that I did not get hit with that backswing. Alright, it's just us, friend. And that should be the very last one. Which is great because we are about to lose our running buff and start dropping stam, and I've got 2 things of run food. Please tell me that that was all that we needed to do. And we can go now. It dropped. Alright guys, here we go. Well, this looks... the stairway looks ominous. We're going to avoid that for right now. The ghost had noticed us, beginning a fight we could not win. My crew was overwhelmed and defeated, one after another. Finally, I too was crushed by their undying rage. Are we about to fight Commander Davenport? Is that the twist here? Is that he wrote it as a ghost? That does not surprise me. Okay, we are actually still losing stamina. I don't know why that is. When we traveled to the source of the lights, we revealed their true origin. The other crews were there and fought relentlessly. Not alive, but transformed into ghosts. Oh, that's... Oh, that's horrible. It's like I don't want to deal with that. Alrighty, here we go. This was not my end. I opened my eyes as I noticed the chill that would be everlasting. Just like the rest of my crew and the others on this island, I had become a ghost. What a twist! Quite literal Ghost Rider. Spot on, bunny. Alright. And here we go. A violent or ghost aura. Alright. So we're... That's not a good way to start. Corners, corners, corners. Okay. Got that's good. I'm going to go ahead and rock out the run food. They don't seem particularly that interested in trying to kill me. Nope, 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 nope. I'm okay with this. I will take advantage of their malaise. The army of Monopoly men. They will not be denied. I think one of them's just stuck. I am okay with this. Okay, here we go. Big spins! Out of the way! And I'm going to just melee this one in general, because I don't know if this is going to be the captain or not. This could just be like the lieutenant. Meleeed to rest. That was a good one. Okay, that was the last one. This golden statue. Must be the one the ancestor wants you to bring back. Mysterious hound statue. Use your map and return to camp. I will do so. Oh, woof. Hey guys, I saved every— oh, you're all asleep. Fun. Guess I'll just sit here and cook. A bear, a bird, and a Bowser. One more piece of sugar cane. And let's throw some pepper. Oh, she's got something for us. Ah, she likes... okay, Brenda likes pepper. And you know what? We're just going to go ahead and finish watering the crops. And head to the temple and see what happens here. We'll have to. I bet we'll have to fight the ancestor. So it's a good thing that I've got the food, the fighter food. You know, I probably should cook some new other stuff just in case. It's a Lobo. Man, we ate a lot of food. Alright. We're good. Time to hustle to the temple. You do feel like the ancestor's going to swerve? Yeah. It's one of those, you freed me from my eternal slumber. Or you know what I mean? My captivity. That old trope. The pirate ghosts were defending the idols so the ancestor wouldn't. They can't talk, though, so they couldn't explain their position. And we're going to the pyramid at night too. We are perfectly wretched. Yeah, obviously they could write, "Dear Sir or Madam, it is my express purpose to let you know the danger you find yourself in. The gentleman on top of the pyramid is a being consisting of pure evil, who, when he gathers the 3 statues that are scattered around the island that we are defending, will launch an Armageddon that will cause the world to enter an apocalypse. So please, whatever you do, do not give him all 3 of the statues. Your good friend, Captain Davenport." "Greetings, Wretch. You have the last statue with you. I can feel it. You actually did it. Wretch, what I did not tell you before is that it was my duty to keep these golden effigies safe. Ages ago, I was chosen as their eternal guardian. You suck. Bound to this monument until a moment of carelessness in which this shrine was plundered. Wretch, place the last statue on its pedestal to complete your final task, and restore my purpose." "Wretch, placing the final statue has restored my power. After all these centuries, my purpose is renewed." Here it comes. "It is at this point that I have to thank you. Thank you for not being driven by greed like these wretched scoundrels are." Hey! "You brought back all of the 3 statues, reuniting and completing the trifecta. Wretch, it seems to me that you have reached the end of your great journey. I will leave the choice to you. Do you want me to lift the curse and allow you and your crew to leave? Or do you want to stay and continue to tend to your crew and crops, to explore and fight?" "Lift the curse, please." "As you wish, Wretch. Step back so that I can perform the ritual." Bye! "The curse upon these islands, ages old and formed by wrath, its existence obsolete. This ancient prison will be gone, and all that it imprisoned shall be freed from its grasp. Cursebreaker. Wretch. The curse is now lifted. The storm surrounding these islands is gone. Your ship is safe to set its sails. It will not be shattered again. While you were here, you have proven that you can accomplish the greatest things. Wherever your life's journey may take you, never lose your spirit, and never give up. Now, Wretch, it is time for you to go. Your crew is waiting for you. Cast off. Okay. Oh? You cannot be seen by the others. Okay. Alright, folks. Time to go.
Wretch, my dear. You've done it. We're ready to leave. I'm so delighted by what you have accomplished. This camp, the farm, and even a new ship. It is so great to see you grow and follow in the footsteps of your father. Oh yes, let me pack my things together. I don't want to be late when you set the sails. Oh, Wretch, I see that it's time. The ship is complete and the weather is better than it's ever been. I would not have minded to stay a little longer, but I'm excited for the next step of our journey. Go and talk to the others. I'll get my things and board our new ship.
Alrighty. We're gonna head up here before we head down to the ship itself. So when I upload this to YouTube, I'm probably going to cut a little bit of our wandering when we were on that southern island.
Yeah.
Oh, Wretch, finally! We are ready to board the new ship, aren't we? Fabulo! I am so happy that this day has come. I yearned for it since we set foot on this island. Wretch, my bags are packed, and I will get on this ship immediately. Go and get the others. I cannot wait to leave.
I was about to say, is like, so help me if you want me to take your bags. Oh, now Brenda wants to talk to me.
Huh, Wretch. I see everyone's getting ready to leave. I'm a little sad to leave, if I'm honest. All this untouched nature has really made me feel at home. But I guess it's better if we leave, or else it wouldn't stay that way for much longer. I'll pack my stuff together and join the others on the ship.
Good day, Wretch. So, you've made it. Managed to get us out of here. You really have done what none of us could. I don't really know what to say, but thank you for taking care of us all. I'll get my things together and join the crew. Go and tell the others.
Now we go talk to Fritz and Sven. Yeah, none of these guys did anything. Yeah, finally, a thank you. She knows what's up. Thank you for doing all of the work. Goodbye, crops. Oh, the parrot's gone. Figured the parrot... We'll just hand all the crops over to the parrot. Call it good.
Now, man, Wretch, what's up? Have you seen this brand new ship Sven and Logan have been building? It looks like it can handle a good swell. I'm excited to do some deep sea fishing again. Let me get my stuff and I will go aboard right away.
Fritz has been my favorite out of the group, really. Take the pumpkins! I still have some pumpkins. I got lots of pumpkin seeds, too.
Hey!
Oi, Captain, are we ready to leave? Man, I think Logan and I might have outdone ourselves with this new ship of ours. I'll really hope it stays afloat on our next voyage. Well, Wretch, I'll get my things and wait for the others on board.
Find Charles in front of the shipwreck. Oh, good lord. Alright. We pass out due to exhaustion from having to walk to and fro. Oh, we have to go talk to Charles back at our old base. And here, I'll humor you, Bunny. The last crops, I assume. Alright, pumpkins have been gathered as well as pumpkin seeds. You prevent that scurvy.
Ah, Wretch. I see you've informed the crew. Well then, it seems that only the two of us are missing on board. My child, I've already packed your things into a new backpack from Teresa. Please, get it from our old cabin and put it on your bed, inside of our new cabin on the ship.
Oh, really? You're okay. This game, man. It's full of gas for the chainsaw. So many places to hide evidence. So the character from Return of the Obra Dinn can't prove anything. It's a nice boat, and it took 2 people to build it. Okay, is that my bed? Or is this my bed? Okay, my bed's over on this side now. Talk to Charles. Do we want to have some last words?
Hey!
Oi, Wretch, everyone's here. I really hope this nutshell will stay afloat longer than our last one.
Oh, Wretch, I'm so excited. Where might our journey take us next?
Ah, what's up, Wretch? Are we ready to set sails at any moment? Let me get my fishing rod ready.
Yeah.
Wretch, what are we waiting for? Let's ready up the sails and leave this place.
Oh, my dear, I'm so happy to see all of us back on a ship, ready to set sails.
Wretch, I think I'll really miss our little camp. I hope we can make the next place we visit just as homey.
We?
Ah, Wretch, there you are. We're almost ready. The winds are favorable and there's only one thing left to do. Please, my child, I think this is the last task I'll give to you. Hoist the sails that we may finally leave.
Alrighty. After all of this, you're still having me do all the grunt work? Are you kidding? Nope. Okay. Guess we drop the sails up here. Oh, no we don't. Nothing bad's ever happened to a top man. Valadred, how you doing? You caught us right near the end of the game, boss. We are about to finish up Stranded Sails, also known as the Chronicles of one very determined slave child. We broke the curse. We're about to drop all the sails. Alright, talk to Charles again.
Thank you, Wretch. Look at this camp of ours. Despite us being trapped here, I think we made the best of it. And all of it is thanks to you. I really don't know what we would have done without you. I'm happy that we are on this adventure together, my child. Now, I think it's time for me to tell you. With all that you've learned and done on this grand adventure of yours, there's no doubt in my mind that you should be the captain on this next voyage. Please, my child, take the wheel and lead the course.
Take the wheel. Okay. Now it's time for you all to work. The end. Thank you for playing. Oh, good lord. There's the parrot in the background. Oh, you got a sore throat? I'm sorry, Valdred. So, this all in all was a fun game. It's definitely got a lot of room for improvement though. And the devs are working on it. I think it's got the meat and potatoes to be a really fun game. You can tell that a lot of the pieces are there. I liked it. It's just, I wish if they had given the crew more stuff, make them a little bit more proactive, add a little bit more danger to the game. And some more customization, like being able to build your own cabin, or at least customize the cabin that you and Charles are in. Something like that, I think would be a lot of fun. Oh, bronchitis. Oh, that sucks. Well, hopefully it will get better soon. But definitely props to all the folks at Roca Play here who've been working on the game. I know they've been doing it for a while, and they're really active in terms of trying to improve the game and getting it put on all the consoles and everything. And like I said before, this is kind of, it's got the Minecraft vibe of it can just keep on getting better, and they can add more and more stuff to it. Yeah, it's like random, just put a little bit of RNG into it. Like maybe a crew member gets captured by ghosts and they have to... Aw. Okay, that's pretty adorable. You got the parrot, you even got the ancestor there on the Teresa's little blanket. Shout out to the community mods. Cool. Thing about it is, I saw on the... There was a female pirate too. I saw one of the one of the videos for this game that you were actually going to be able to have like pirate hats and stuff like that you could wear and change your garb up. That may be something that they haven't implemented yet, but yeah, kind of. It's something that I beat the game, but I kind of want to pay attention to it to see if they add anything new, like new storylines or new characters or new enemies. It's definitely something I want to pay attention to, and it's a game that I would recommend for people, but after it's gotten a little bit more polish to it, for sure. So I do want to thank you guys very much for watching. If you haven't followed the channel, please do so. I try and stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and on the weekends with random times in between. And if you haven't followed the channel, or if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below. Like, share, subscribe, you guys know the drill there. And we will see you in the next series. Later days, everyone.